For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler. It's time for another edition of the Patrick Stanton Show, currently joined by Wheeling University head indoor track and field coach Patrick Stanton. And Patrick, you guys got indoor season kicked off this past week with a pair of meets. You had the Multis go to Findlay and then opened at the YSU Ice Breaker. Talk about this opening week and how it went for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a great opening weekend. It's tough when we have two meets in the same week. We don't normally do that, and when we do, it's typically that kind of situation where we're taking the multis somewhere to a multi-meet, the rest of the team elsewhere. But it was good. The multis, we really just wanted to get one multi out of the way right off the bat. I think we needed a little bit more work than we got last year, and just like actually doing the multi, not just doing all the individual events of the multi, but actually putting everything together in the multi. So I think we accomplished what we wanted to do. We wanted to use it as a practice and kind of get more experience and kind of bust off the rust in terms of competition. So I think we did that. And then at YSU on Friday, again, we did what we wanted to do. We wanted to open up the season right. We wanted to set the tone, make a statement, especially on the sprints and hurdle side, and then some of the field events because, they're more ready to go. They're more like geared up and ready for this. And then on the distance side, we had a couple of people who extended their training cycle out from cross country. So really just trying to get in some like quicker races and take advantage of that cross country fitness. It's not what they've been training for, so it's just more like fun and seeing where they're at.
And we'll start with that Thursday meet. Liz Salas had a pretty good day in the pentathlon. She finished, I believe, was second in the shot put and had a couple other strong performances. Talk about her performance in that multi-event and what you saw from her. Yeah,
I mean, it's tough with the multi because it's easy to look at it from just like the entire like grand total points at the end of it. But I think that she did a lot of really good things there. She did as much better in the shot put than she ever opened up last year or in previous years. So she's setting herself up for a great year in shot put. Same thing in long jump. She jumped further than she did at any point in indoor season last year. And just about as well as she did a lot of the times in outdoor as well. So she's setting herself up for a lot of good progressions throughout this season. So it was good. We took some lumps and we learned a lot from some of the other events as well. But she did a lot of really good things. I think has a lot to take from it.
And then at that YSU Icebreaker, you had 5 athletes hit Provo mark, 4 male, and then Aisha Cisse on the female side. Talk about what that means to kind of hit that Provo mark so early in the year.
Yeah, I mean, that's been our mindset going into this year. We had, a few people hit it last year, and we had 2 people at nationals, both indoor and outdoor. So that's where our mindset is. Coach Jada Barker, she leads that sprint and hurdles group and does an amazing job and is a great leader for them and has just helped them progress in a lot of ways over the last couple of years. So after, everyone saw the progress that group made last year, I think that really just helped everyone come into this year a lot more focused. Everyone worked a lot harder over the summer. Everyone worked a lot harder. And we could see the difference as soon as they got back to campus in the fall. They were starting the 5 weeks training just ready to go. They were a lot more fit, a lot more focused. And I think we're just seeing the results of that. They're seeing that hard work really pays off.
Currently joined by Wheeling University head indoor track and field coach Patrick Stanton. And Patrick, you had 2 conference award winners this week. We'll start on the men's side with Julian Griffin, named the MEC Male Track Athlete of the Week. Talk about his work ethic and how he was able to perform so well.
It's incredible. I mean, you could see that in the results, on the page. But when he is at practice, he is locked in. He is focused. Outside of training time, like he has fun. Like he is dancing at practice and things like that, just like the rest of the team. But when the workout is going on, or even just during warm-ups, things like that, he is locked in, he is focused, and really just kind of sets the tone as far as work ethic goes.
And then on the other side, Aisha Cisse wins the Female Track Athlete of the Week after finishing second in the 60-meter hurdles. Talk about her and how she was able to go from prelims to finals and continue to lower her times.
Yeah, I mean, that's typically kind of the mindset. I think a lot of sprinters and hurdlers, especially the ones who are as good as Julian and Aisha and a lot of the team, they're looking to kind of, set the tone in the prelims and then really make that big push in the finals because, when we're at a championship competition, the finals are what counts. The prelims get you into the finals and we take it seriously, then the finals are what counts in that total score. So that's always kind of the mindset. And, I think with some of those events, you want one under your belt so that way you can get faster in the finals. But with Aisha, I mean, I think this is just the progress that she's been making. She's been putting in the work. We saw that progression a bit last year. She broke the school record in the 60 hurdles. She's lowered her own school record and then some. And both of them, Julian and Aisha, as well as Lorenzo and Dame, have really put themselves in a position to qualify for nationals. Not just hit the Provo mark, but especially Julian and Aisha, they're in a position to, from the first meet, hit a mark that could get them into nationals. So it's really exciting.
And for you guys, as a program as a whole, what does that mean to get conference recognition so early in the season and kind of get your name out there right from the start?
Yeah, it's great. Obviously, we don't start the season, necessarily aiming for as many, weekly honors as we can get, but it's always nice to be recognized by the conference and just kind of recognized for the work that we're putting in. Our mindset this year is, we want to go for a conference championship. Obviously, that's always the mindset, and I think we're a lot better this year than we were last year. And last year, the men were second. The women we're kind of growing, and we're going through a lot of injury struggles last year. But this year we really just want to make a push to be as close to that top spot as we can be. And then beyond the conference, I mean, we want to get as many people to nationals as possible. We took a big step forward last year with having several people on the Provo list and 2 people at nationals, and then an outdoor season, 2 people second team All-American. We just want to grow that list. The thing we always say is, like, last year we took a van to nationals. Next year we want to have to take 2 vans. Next year we want to have to take a bus. We want a plane full of Cardinals going to nationals. So we just want more people at that national championship and just keep raising the profile of this program.
And finally, you guys get ready for the Grand Valley State Holiday Open on Friday. Talk a little bit about the meet and some of your goals for this second time out.
Yeah, we just want to get faster. We just want to improve our marks. It's a super competitive meet. Grand Valley State up in Michigan, they're one of the top-tier D2 programs year after year. I think that goes for just about every sport, but definitely in track and field. So they got a really nice facility. They always host a really high-quality, high-competition meet. So we just want to take advantage of that. It's always nice when we go to schools like YSU or like Kent State or something like that. They're high-level meets, but they're also all the schools that we always see. So I think going somewhere a little bit further away just kind of helps us, get a little bit more amped up. We want to show out in front of all these other schools that we always see in the rankings, but we don't always get to see like in the regular season meets. We usually just like at nationals. So we're just excited. It's going to be some really high-level competition. For the distance runners, the ones who are competing, Isaiah, Caroline, and Savannah, this is their last race of this training cycle. So we really just want to, end their training cycle on a high note and, just keep taking advantage of that cross-country fitness. And then for the rest of the team, it's just the next step forward.
Thanks, Patrick. Good luck in this next meet. Can't wait to see you out there.
All righty. Thanks, Zach.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler.